What's good? What's good? We are back. Another episode of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast. Your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. So my next guest has a wrestling background and an MMA background, but is now in the world of bare knuckle, fighting for the BKFC. He has literally, I think, 4 or 5 fights under his belt. Let's bring on the one and only Justyn Martinez. Justin,
How's
what's
it
good,
going?
man?
Not much. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
Oh, good. Staying busy. Thanks for having me on, dude.
No problem, man. I appreciate when you fighters reach out, man, because sometimes it makes my job easier with getting interviews when people reach out to me, and I'm definitely gonna say yay every time.
Hell yeah.
So I want to start here. You got the wrestling background. Did wrestling have any impact on your life?
I feel like it does. I mean, I think, shoot, your Kai Stewart say all the time, we're built a little fucking different, and this
Yeah,
sport a little fucking different. But yeah, I
definitely.
feel like it helps. It helps in the clinch. I was trying to stay away from it the last fight with Blaine a little bit. Uh, yeah, but I feel like it definitely helps big time.
So now you said you try to stay away from the clinch with Blaine last time. Was that because of his height?
Uh, I wanted to box a little bit more on the inside, a little less clinch. Um,
Okay.
yeah. And then, yeah, honestly, he said it. Everyone he talked to, he said it before the fight. He was going to fuck me up and this, that, and the other. And, I wanted to get inside and bang like he said he was wanting to bang, but, double over hooks and wanted to hug it out, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get back into the Blaine thing because I know that's kind of why you want to come on here, anyways. Because Blaine been talking junk, and we also had I had Chancey Wilson the other day, and we asked him about y'all's fight as well. Tell us about your MMA experience a little bit, though.
I was getting out of the army, honestly, was training at Rickles, some jujitsu here and there. Whenever I was home on leave, I'd go over to JMTK with those guys.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, getting out of the army, I'm trying it. So, did what, five amateur MMA fights, had some fun doing that, and then decided I was always real big coaching wrestling and strength and conditioning. So, started doing that after I got divorced a little bit, focusing on the little one. I go over to Dave's gym to start training some clients over there, and I get online and there's Chancey Wilson, fucking New Year's wish list calling me out. Chancey, thanks for that. Because yeah, without that call out, shoot, they'd probably still not know who the fuck I was. So been running it as a pro since then, but started out just something I wanted to do after wrestling.
Yeah, I'm actually live in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg area. So now that you say it, you do seem like an army guy, man, all the way. Cause
A little bit.
I'm an army brat, I guess you could say.
Hell yeah, yeah.
So
Full say it now.
Chancey's how you got into bare knuckle.
Yeah, I did those five AME MMA fights. My last amateur MMA fight, I shoot was on like a 2 year just being dad, having lifting heavy, getting fat, all that fun stuff, and
Yeah,
I was gonna hang out and just do my strength and conditioning thing. I was actually getting ready to compete, doing some powerlifting stuff, but Chancey called me out, and I've said since bare knuckle first started, Chancey and I also grew up wrestling around each other, so
okay.
I was like, I ever get a chance to fight that dude bare knuckle, I'm fucking taking it. And he called me out. Dave said he thought it'd be a good scrap. So yeah, fortunately they sent the contract, and I've been loving it ever since.
I can definitely tell. Now, so your first 2 fights, I mean, you had Chancey and
And
J.R.
Rick,
Ridge. Do you feel
yep.
like you had the toughest like opponent entry like in bare knuckle for the weight
I
class?
mean, yeah. I mean, you saw the people I fought, Chancey, Ridge, whatever. Like Blaine's bum ass even had 40 amateur fights. It's I'm telling you, they're Feldman, Connor. all the big guys, the boss mans are talking about they want homegrown. Well, I had 5 amateur fucking MMA fights. My first 5 pro fights are all bare knuckle with fuck. I fought Chansey, I fought Ridge, I fought Tatsuki over in Tokyo. Like at the end of the day, I'm only fucking getting better. I weighed in at 24 and a half for the fucking Warbritain fight. He weighed in
Uh-huh.
at 38. Like I'm fucking
Wow.
dying walking on that scale. And he still got fucking dog walked. He couldn't fucking sit me down. Like, yeah, I mean, at the end of the fucking day, sorry, my first 2 fights, yeah, it pumps me up to talk about because I fought 2 dogs. And yeah, whoever the fuck they want me to throw with, we're going after it, whatever.
Yeah, I ain't seen too many people that had that tough of a competition because they were both ranked. They were both ranked guys on your first
Fuck
2
yeah.
fights, right?
And
Yeah.
I took fucking Ridge on 2 weeks' notice, like,
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Like at the end, yeah. And I was sitting down throwing with him for 4 rounds. That was my second professional fight. Like line up anyone at fucking 125 because everyone wants to talk about what they're ranked at 125 and they're not gonna
Yeah.
fucking like let's go. That's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah, when I interviewed Chris Lytle, he brought up the fact that Blaine was didn't meet the weight, but you still wanted to do the fight anyways.
Oh, I was gonna whoop his ass butt naked in the fucking parking lot, dude. Like he wanted to fucking talk all this shit and hype himself the fuck up. And we all saw his performance. It was dog shit.
Yeah,
Like,
because you
I
actually
don't
had
give
him
a fuck
beat.
what card it's on. Feldman,
Yeah.
Connor, Nate, everybody. I will fight him, Lewis, whoever the fuck again for cheap. But give me 8 weeks and fucking watch what happens when someone makes weight at 25 and we scrap. Because I set his big ass down in what the first round, sent his mouthpiece out the second.
Yeah.
And like, look at all my fights. Fucking the boss man himself standing up out of his fucking chair because I'm coming for it.
Do you feel like that was a blown opportunity right there, man, to get the win under your belt?
Uh, Honestly, I don't fucking think so because at the end of the day, I weighed 24 and a half. I felt
Yeah.
great. And hey, I don't think he gets up even if he would have made weight for 35, let alone 45. Like,
Now, I
yeah,
seen
I
the
sat
interview
his
you
big
did.
ass down a couple times as a professional. Like, at the end of the day, fuck a wind under my belt. I made him
Yeah.
my bitch.
I see
Like,
an
he
interview
wants
you
to
did
fight at
afterwards.
45, go hit up fucking HD or one of those dogs at 45. Like, whatever. I think he fucking, because he was laughing when he heard what I weighed. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
think he fucking threw the weight thinking I wasn't going to fight. And no, I fucking was chugging water, fucking gagging to make sure I put on enough weight to still fight that bitch. He's as worthless as his fucking fat bitch is. Tell him that.
Now, I seen you did an interview afterwards, man, and even with your eye fucked up, you was still like really happy, man. Like, what is it about this sport that even if you deal with a loss, you still like pumped up and you so excited about this?
That was my fifth professional fight. Like, I,
Yeah.
I literally, I got into the doing amateur MMA because I miss wrestling. I miss jumping out of airplanes. I miss the deployments. Like, I wasn't some dude in the guard. Like I had a
Yeah.
few trips under my belt. And yeah, I freaking got divorced and thank God Bare Knuckle came knocking because it's the rush and everything I needed. Like I got what 50-50 custody of my daughter. And so yeah, I get to
Okay.
see her all the fucking time. Daddy works for himself now. And if I can do that 5 fights in, I'm what 90% disabled, able to work through the VA. Like keep on bringing them because at the end of the day, daddy's gonna show her he's fucking doing shit. And no one sat me down. Like, Ridge, you're a cool dude. Me and him got a lot of respect for each other, but he gets me on 8 weeks, different ball game.
Now you had the rising bout that you were talking about earlier. What was that
Yeah.
experience like for you?
Oh my God, glorious. I mean, my buddy, if whoever gets my buddy Evan signed in BKFC at 135, Evan Woolsey, look him up. He's fought on the dude's a fucking dog, and I
Uh-huh.
don't like holy yeah. But me and him were in Dallas. He had some shit come up. Long story short, I ended up going to Tokyo by myself, no corner, nothing, whatever. Um, yeah, it was just the experience was fucking awesome. That whole promotion, I couldn't have been treated better. Everyone out in the economy and everything was beyond nice. The food, it was all awesome. I mean, I would have liked to get there more than 2 days before the fight and a few other things, but for what it was glorious. And yeah, I will do that again. I got a passport now, so it's like, fuck, Connor, fucking Feldman, send me wherever. My passport's still good in the glove box. Let's go.
How did Japan receive bare knuckle fighting out there?
They said it was very, very well received. I mean, they were actually surprised at how well it was received after talking to them afterwards because they look at it completely differently than we do. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you go down to a lot of these places and it's a bunch of drunk people wanting to see people fuck each other up. Yeah, it's the most exciting show in the fucking world. And for that culture and everything to take it in and take it in for the art that it is was just yeah, that was a humbling experience. And yeah, I don't think I've been out of the gym much after that because yeah, if I'm going on that platform in 2 weeks notice, like cut into 25 that and everything else, like I drove to Dallas, I was driving everywhere to make that fight happen. Like if I can do that kind of shit, watch what happens when yeah, I get more than 5 pro fights under my belt. I start getting these notices and everything's picking up from here. As long as they keep sending contracts, you're only gonna see me get fucking better.
How important you think clinching is in the bare knuckle fight game?
Say again.
How important do you think the clinch is in the bare knuckle fight game?
Very. I feel like you got to be able to do it. Like, I mean, shit. Blaine fucking double overhooked me for every fucking close interaction.
Yeah.
Like that, he anyone fighting like that, you look like a bitch. You want to stand and fucking talk about how you're gonna fucking sit me down in the first round. That goes for fucking anyone. Like you want to the clinch is there to use collar tie, inside tie, fucking underhook. Use that shit. Don't fucking hang on and hug. We're there to
Yeah.
fight. Come on, we're getting paid to fight.
Yeah, because like how do you decide like what fighters you gonna clinch more than the others?
I I personally I don't fucking care, man. Like
Yeah.
just for me, like I know at the end of the day, Ridge didn't put me out. He sat me down a few times in 2 weeks notice. You know what I mean? You saw my debut. Like
Yeah.
fucking coach Cody Bittler, God bless that man. There he texted me that morning before I fought Chansey. Dude, you better ready to get stitched up. It's fucking lock and load gunfight. Like, this ain't pretty. We ain't boxing. We're scrapping. And how'd I come out that gate? Like, yeah, I'll admit to anyone, I'm figuring this shit out as I go. But unfortunately for everyone at 125, I'm figuring this shit out as I go.
Now, how important is it for you to be on like all the Kansas cards?
I don't care,
You
man.
don't care?
I I literally I told Kevin Smith and I'll say it all the time. I moved I grew up I moved to Kansas in like 7th grade from South Florida.
Okay.
Omni Middle School. I would have went to Spanish River High School. I grew up in Boca down there. Yeah. Came here in 7th grade and yeah, there's shit. You hear all of the fucking South Florida dudes talk about it. You got a South Florida kid that fucking came to the Midwest and yeah, I ain't fucking Blaine. I ain't Austin Lewis. I ain't a lot of these dudes. Like some of us are just fucking built different. Like, no, I don't want to hug in the clinch. You want to fucking talk about clinching up? Let's grab collar ties and go to town. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Wichita, everyone knows that comes to Wichita. This is a fucking fight town.
Is
It's
it
the Midwest. What else you got to do? Drink beer and fucking fight. They
and
won't even
fight?
know weed yet here.
Yeah, I've heard y'all got a lot of fighters out in the Kansas area.
I'm telling you, like everyone knows Rickles, everyone sees everyone coming out of Wichita. Wait till someone gets a hold of Evan and they see Evan in that fucking circle. Like, I'll fight a lot of motherfuckers, and my boy Evan, someone needs to get a hold of because I won't fight that dude.
So you've
It's just,
never
yeah,
came up
something
with a
about,
fight name?
huh?
You never have a fight nickname? Like most fighters have nicknames.
No, I mean, not really. I used to do the PI thing, and they used to call me Sawed Off because I was doing a
Sort
retard.
of.
You called me a sawed off motherfucker. And then I got to thinking about it, like, oh, that's not really a short joke, man. Like,
Yeah.
but no, I mean, we'll let whoever runs with it with fucking whatever right now or Justin.
And you're like you and Chancey are like two of the shortest guys in BKFC, right?
Probably I'm taller than Chancey is though.
Are you? Okay. It says both of y'all like 5'2" and whatnot.
No, we no. Yeah. And yeah, we'll see if yeah, I'm taller than him. We can make that one happen again. They need to get back to Wichita.
When do you think you probably will have a next fight?
So like I said, ever since I got back from Japan, I'm trying to stay fucking active. I'm actually doing pro jiu-jitsu on Saturday. I just got
Okay.
offered a boxing fight November 9th, and I know what. Yeah, November 25th they got a card. Ideally, I'm trying to fight at least one more time in that circle by the end of the year. At least. They I'm in shape. Give me 3-4 weeks at this point. Fuck it, whatever. Hit me up when they need me. I mean, as much people are missing weight nowadays, I might just start showing up at fucking shows and someone wants to miss weight. I'll got my medicals done and fuck it, let's go. Like I'm trying to work.
So is there still room for you to possibly get on like the Montana Billings card?
I haven't been offered or any of that anything, but whatever they want to fucking send me, it's probably getting signed real fast. But
So
yeah, I
you
mean,
are you into calling anybody out to try to get specific fights, or you just taking whoever they bring your way?
they want me to fight whoever. I'll fucking fight whoever. I'll tell them now they want to fucking Austin Lewis. That was a bullshit call, right? Blaine was fucking bullshit. I'd fight both those dudes again for cheap as fuck, just to, you know what I mean? Austin's still talking shit. Blaine's always still talking shit. But at the end of the day, they're paying me to fight. Like I didn't sign up to say no.
Now, what was the situation around the Austin Lewis, or why that was a no contest?
Yeah, it was. Um, you have to go back and check it out. But yeah, I fucking was in motion as the bell started ringing, and he was knocked the fuck out by the time the bell stopped ringing. Um,
How did that
yeah,
happen?
like it was ding, 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 right
Yeah.
for that end bell, and yeah, you have to pull it up. I'm like, yeah, his ass was fucking. I was in motion and he was out, but they called it a no contest because it was at the bell. But that same situation's happened time and time again. It's whatever. We can run it back. I yeah, newsflash, they didn't fucking see that video of Blaine. They asked me who I wanted to fight in Kansas City. Blaine
Uh-huh.
called me out on social media. I originally said, give me Austin Lewis. That's who I
Uh-huh.
wanted.
Yeah.
And it was Kansas City, whatever else. Like, and yeah, they said no. They said, who else do you want to fight? Preferably a local guy. I said, I don't know. This dude that's like fucking 6 foot tall called me out, and he's had some Miami boxing. He's 1-0, and I don't know. He said he wanted it. Hit him up. Like, but I can literally post. I'll fucking put on my story the text from me and Shook. Shook said what? He's 5'10" or some shit, and I hearted it. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck how tall he is. Tatsuki in Japan was like 6 foot fucking tall at 130. Six
Damn.
one, like something stupid tall for a 25er. But whatever. Like we can do that again on more than 2 weeks' notice too. Fuck.
So that seems like a fight that you're always gonna wanna you're gonna wanna have again, right? It's like
I'll take
some
all
real
my
bad
fights,
blood between you and Blaine. It seemed like.
but Blaine, I mean, if everyone that does this
Uh
professionally knows what's fucking put into it, especially when you're in an 8-week camp, and yeah, I'm a short dude, but I'm cutting from 50-ish to 25. Like you weighed in at 138, like that's, and then you laugh a bit, like I don't know, that's fucking just some disrespectful, unprofessional shit. If I had it my way, he shouldn't fucking, like, you better send his ass to the fucking prospect series. He's acting like a fucking bum.
yeah, I don't think being lazy is gonna work in bare knuckle. I mean, when you see some of the workouts that these top notch fighters, I'm a big redneck Mandel guy, and you just see the workouts he does. I mean,
Yep. Like, and we had fucking what? You'd have to ask. I could be wrong, but we had like 6 to 8 weeks notice. Like, I'm not one to bitch about a bunch, but we had plenty of fucking notice, and you weigh in at 138 after you want to show up on the news and all this other shit like you're somebody. You're a bum. You're a bum. Your family's fucking crawled out of the fucking wherever the fuck they crawled out of. Their dad was trying to start shit with me in the fucking hotel room. Like, these fucking, fuck them. They're just, but at the end of the day, I'll fight whoever the fuck they want to tell me to fight, whatever.
so he technically doesn't even really supposed to be fighting your weight class, right? He's supposed to be like the weight class up, like flyweights or something like that.
He was supposed to be at 125, is what he's advertised himself at.
Yeah.
And then he weighed in at like 130. I could be a little bit off, like around 137, 138. And so we fought at 45. They said I had to make weight, minimum weight of
So you had to
120.
come up in weight. You had to come up more weight then.
Oh, I'm fucking like forced. I'm chugging. Like, I was making that fight happen, or else I was dead ass gonna fight him in the parking lot. Like,
Yeah.
we have sponsors pay us to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
We get paid to make that walk and fucking fight to fight. And when we sign a contract, like if I would have thought I wasn't gonna make weight by 10 plus pounds, you bet your ass fight week, 2 weeks out, I would have been like, oh fuck, hey, let this dude know I'm I literally drove up from fucking Wichita to Kansas City, sauna suit and all, cutting weight for 3.5 hour drive to find out he weighed
Yeah.
in at 138.
And then you had to basically go back and get your weight up to
Yep. I
fight.
could have fucking been I quit lifting weights when I signed a fight contract so I can make this weight. Like there's a reason I set his big ass down because I'm fucking cracking these dudes.
Now,
After cutting weight.
doesn't that put a strain on you to have to try to gum up and weight at the last minute?
I mean, it wasn't how I planned on rehydrating and everything, but fuck, I had
Yeah,
to put weight back on.
yeah. Because I've
Whatever.
heard stories where dudes just make weight like the very last day, and by the time they made weight, they're just totally like drained.
Yeah, I think the dudes at Conjugate Tactical, where I take all my guidance from and whatnot for my strength and conditioning stuff, and I got this cut down to 25 down pat, but it fucking sucks. It's not easy, and when people sign a contract, like fuck, Ridge said he's cutting 55 down to 25. Like we, you're in the pros, we cut fucking weight, and we come to
Yeah,
fight. Like, you have two jobs. Make the weight. Job one.
yeah. Job two is the fight.
Yep.
Now, how do you feel about the potential of BKFC?
The potential. Oh, it's fucking. It's the sport's blowing up. The promotions. Fuck. All I gotta say is I'd rather fight for the BKFC above anyone else in the fucking world. Yeah. The promotion treats, and my opinion, promotion fucking treats it's awesome. Like any issues that came up, they fucking have fixed. They want me to fight in Japan, and I'm like, hey, if you guys want this to happen last minute, like I need help making this, and this happen. Like we're on
Yeah,
a crunch. I got to get to Dallas. I got to get back. I'm and not once have I missed time with my daughter because of it. So I'm like, I'm fucking making it happen. And they just for as stuff for as chaotic as stuff is sometimes in the fight game, they make it fucking pretty smooth. So yeah, the potential with the promotion is, I mean, Connor's in. You saw the show they just put in Spain, let
Yeah.
alone the fucking fight Soto and Tangalia put on for that main event. Like, yeah, I think the promotion is just getting fucking started, and I cannot be happier to be a part of it. Fuck. I mean, yeah, that Japan fight I would have took on a day's notice. I got to be the first American to bare knuckle box in Japan legally. I'm sure a bunch of dudes have done it, but yeah, I got to do it legally and fucking a big platform.
So was it just you and Dotson that was out there?
I know. So I fought there in May,
Okay.
April, into April, beginning of May. So I was, go look at my social media and whatnot. It wasn't advertised. It was, I went and we did the damn thing and we fucking got in a good scrap. And then Dotson and um, the female, uh, they went over there and fought a couple months after me. But yeah,
Okay. So you went over a different time and you was the only person that went over there that first time you went?
only one, only Americans were me and the referee.
Now,
Like,
how did they end up choosing you?
cause I come to fucking fight. Josh went. Richie was fighting Lewis down in Albuquerque,
Mhm.
and I met Tony Sanchez, Leonidas. He just fights on a lot of those cards down there. Him and I met when I fought Lewis in the sauna, just dying together. And I was telling the wife, "Hey, I want to go see Tony fight down here." And so we're planning that. Josh ended up getting the Lewis fight, and he was like, "Hey, dude, like we had some shit come up. We're like, come corner me for this shit. Da da da." I go down to corner Lewis, and yeah, Wheelock's like, "Hey, dude, we got you want to fight? What was it? Knuckle Mania. The guy's 19 and 3 something, K1 champ, whatever the fuck. Like, no one's wanting to take it. What do you think?" And I said, "How tall is he?" He said, "Like, I don't know, 6 foot." I said, "Okay, let's go." So, yeah, it was supposed to happen Knuckle Mania, which full of fucking opinions, but could have been a totally different fight. Like, it's just travel, 48 hours, and everything else. Like, who knows? But uh, yeah, then
Oh, thank you. We lost him. I think he froze up. I think we lost him. Oh, yeah, I think we lost him. We'll see if he comes back on in a second. Damn, that interview was getting good. I had a couple more questions I wanted to ask him, man. That's crazy. Like first American bare knuckle fighter to go fight over Japan. Hopefully he'll come back on in a second and we'll finish it out. But yeah, man, Justin's a brawler. I mean, he had to fight Chancey Wilson first fight, ranked guy in his weight class. JR the Lion Ridge afterwards, ranked guy in his weight class, and that's the flyweights. I mean, JR Ridge is ranked number 2 right now. Chancey's ranked number 4 right now. You know, so he started out his bare knuckle career with ranked guys. Just fought Blaine Warburton recently in Kansas, and did you see a lot of a lot of bad blood there, and definitely you know he definitely wants to get a piece of Blaine Warburton again. And I wanted to ask him, you know, his goals in BKFC and what advice he would give somebody in BKFC. Doesn't look like he's gonna come back on. But we should get some good clips. Said a lot of good things there. Really, really entertaining guy. And another friend of the show. Justyn Martinez fighting for the BKFC. Literally got five bare knuckle fights under his belt at least, but he's still looking for his first win in the BKFC, and I hope he gets it here soon, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Paul Pickett Podcast. Peace, and I'm out.